Oh, what's up? Here for the win.
Yeah. Welcome to another Mario Nalfall X Space. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody is calming down. The calm before the New Year storm is almost upon us. I think that early part of next week we'll do those spaces. Boom. Next week, dude, is the New Year. Is that crazy?
I mean, it's insane, right?
Insane.
The day we're already in 2025. Next thing you know, 2026, and AI is going to dominate and rule the world.
Man, it's already getting there. I just want to say thank you to everybody tuning in. I am here with my wonderful co-host, Roger Esports. That is his real last name. He is from Esportiland or Sportistan, I think he was from. So pretty legit. Nice to see you there, Roger.
Listen, man, just taking every game, one competition at a time over here. But no, man, I'm excited to be here. It's an exciting topic. We have a great sponsor in Pengy Coin here and what they're building. So I'm excited to dive deeper and learn about what they're building.
That's awesome. I am as well. I know very little about it. I thought it was Pingu. I was like, wait a second, is this Pudgy Penguins? It is not. But they're doing something in parallel, which is pretty cool. And you're at the airport, man. Are you flying someplace cool, or are you flying home from someplace cool?
I'm in Miami right now, which some people would think is cool, but I actually was born here. So like Miami is actually a different atmosphere for me than the regular tourist. But I'm on my way back to the West Coast to start back to the battle station and get back to trading and buying meme coins and AI agents all day.
Back to the best coast, West Coast. And we have an amazing guest with us today. This is the first space that I've done with this guy, but I think I've ran into him probably 5 or 6 conferences. Mr. Player One Taco, how are you today, good sir?
GM, it is an amazing day. There's some cool stuff going on. Excited for today's show. And yeah, I'm not at a conference right now, but all I have is crypto swag. So, blue pillin', green pillin', orange pillin', red pillin', the family, nonstop.
That's good. This is the very first time I've seen you without 800 lanyards around your neck.
Yeah. Heavy as the crown. It sometimes has to rest and go through the laundry.
Dude, I tell you what, you got me inspired. I was thinking about this just the other day because I got these spaces right here. I'm gonna hang up all of my lanyards because I got about 300 of them from all the conferences that I've been to. Not crypto related, but then all of them I spoke at a bunch, and then all the other crypto ones. So that'll be fun. So when you see me next time when I'm flexing and I got all of mine out there, I'm just gonna be like, let's weigh them and see which ones weigh the most.
All right, I'm down.
That's good. And we got ourselves a Chief Pingy, and we have ourselves a Meeksy. How are you both doing today?
Fine. Good, guys. Very good. Very
excited to be on
space.
Right on. You want to give us a quick little background intro of what you guys are, what you guys do, and then we'll come into it a little bit later on when we're talking about the Pingy coin.
Yeah, for sure. So we basically built a whole platform around the meme. There's a lot of meme coins, AI coins, utility coins, and we thought, like, why don't you throw that all into one platform? Like, I've never seen it, to be honest. So that's why we chose to go that route. And the penguin, a penguin is cute, and I think if you can see dogs and cats at 1 billion, why not a penguin?
And Chief, Travis and I are going to dive deeper, but for the regular viewer that doesn't know everything in one, what does that entail when you have everything in one platform?
So you could look at it as an operating system. Like you have all your D apps, you want to trade, or you're new to crypto, you want to learn. You can just go to the AI, ask him questions. You can make your memes. You can do a voice memo as well. We have a Pengy chat, so you can chat to other people. You have games, like everything you can name. Like it's crazy. Like I have the website right here. I can show it to you guys later.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go through that there. Let's go in real quick then and talk about what's going on in the meme coin world, right? And so we know this has been a wild space, and here we are just a few days away from 2025. I know there's some AI stuff that's popping up on these meme coins. AI agents are starting to show up. I think we're going to get to a point where every major crypto project, past, present, and future, are going to have an AI agent of some sort. Let's throw this over to you, Mr. Taco. What are your thoughts on how that's all sort of shaping up in the world right now?
There's a lot of different things that are going on within the AI space, as well as around meme coins. Obviously really heavy in the Morpheus ecosystem, really heavy in Manifest AI, but work really heavy with different companies like Wire, Lumerin, 6079, the whole gang that covers everything from on-chain storage to index tokens. What's really been cool is what Phala has been launching with, the new AI agents, where AI agents spawn AI agents. So got to see the birth of 2 new AI agents last night from Adam and Eve. They had their first AI kids that launched their tokens, and seeing how they're going off. All doing things within TEE, Trusted Execution Environments. So one really big on the privacy side, but really fun seeing how these AI agents are launching tokens to also counter snipers as well. And so they're doing fair launches. There's different really cool things and fun. And then meme coin wise, there's just been a lot of fun this past 2 weeks. The meta sort of changed into positive things. We saw a really cool outtake from Mira token launching Christmas Day. I've known Siki for a while, so getting to see that happen live was amazing. And then who does not like some unicorn fart dust? Ron's basement has been awesome. And seeing the crypto Twitter support around him, even with Ron getting his Twitter account hacked last night for about 4 hours before he got control back, we saw the entire community come together in positive. So the positive side of things is the meta right now, which is really cool to see growth and exponential outpouring of support. We're seeing everyone's good side right now. Have we seen people's bad side? Yeah, we have. But right now it's on that positive growth. And, penguins are in. We just had, the Pudgy airdrop as well. People made a lot from that. People went in and supported. We just had Magic Eden's airdrop. We're seeing a lot of meme coins take flight and go. And so it's great to meet other ones as well.
Yeah, and OpenSea just announced Open Foundation.
That would be huge. I mean, I don't know. I've been on OpenSea since 2019. I'm like, give me a drop. I need a. And so I'm just curious about how these things are going to go in a way that people don't just want to cheat and dump it. You know what I mean? Like, give me a reason to keep the token, right? I think that we've seen that with a lot of projects. And I didn't look exactly at Pudgy Penguins right now, but I know that it did a dip, and then it was kind of so it looks like it maybe has solidified a bit. The whole market's actually taking a little bit of a dump, a little bit of a haircut as we go into the new year. I look at this as the calm before the storm, right? As long as there's no black swan events happening between now and the inauguration, I think we're going to start seeing this thing sort of taking off in a really good way. I am a little concerned about these orbs over New Jersey, and then the deep state's like, we don't know what they are, you guys. They're probably aliens, and then they're releasing all this stuff. Oh, look at these alien stuff. There's alien stuff. And I'm like, are you going to be trying to pull some Independence Day shit? You know what I mean? Like, don't be trying to. I've seen that movie. I've seen that Will Smith movie. Oh, what a crazy movie scenario that would be. They're awful quiet right now, so I'm hoping all the craziness is over, but 2025 going to be a new year of craziness. Every year since 2020 has had a little craziness. You know what I'm saying, Roger?
And what's the narrative that in 2025, right? Narratives, AI, meme coins, right? This whole year, Travis, if you think about it, the narrative was gaming. Okay, people were all about crypto gaming, and that narrative has shifted quite very quickly as meme coins has taken over, and now this new narrative, AI agents, which I believe is not a narrative. I think this is the future. It's a genre. This stays with us with times to come, because AI agents, I think, will be adopted by retailers, Web2 games, studios, retail, fast food, you name it, they're going to have it. So I think this AI agent is going to be adopted by the masses.
It's not a narrative. It is the new way of life. And I'll say this, Have you guys paid attention to what Virtuals is doing? Virtuals.io. Like, if you go in and then see some of these other little meme coins and AI agents that are popping up, just overall tokens, and you kind of sort through them. Man, Virtuals is a platform, virtuals.io. I've not known a whole lot about them, but I started seeing them popping up recently. It's the number 43 token marketplace value, or a market cap value now. And this thing has just been on a terror since, like, when does that terror even begin? Like, what is it, like over the
2
last
months?
month? Dude,
Yeah,
it
you know,
was
a strategy.
Oh yeah, it's been a month. It started. It was at 50 cents on right around Thanksgiving, and 1 month later, boom, it's at over $3. And there's all kinds of AI agents that are popping out from this Virtuals platform. It says, oh, this AI agent from Virtuals, this AI agent from Virtuals. So they're doing something right over there. It looks to me like, damn, October 25th, it was like 5 cents, bro. Whew.
Yep, and they're making investments into gaming. You're seeing Virtuals partner with some of the biggest gaming creators and gaming guilds, and they're having these gaming guilds create their own AI agent. And now this AI agent is not only interacting and learning from the creators, it's learning from the gamers and the guilds and the investors and the builders. So you're feeding this AI so much information now that even the gamers and Virtuals have realized that the gamers is the target they want to hit. And you see it working, man. You see a lot of these gamers launching some successful tokens and AI agents through their platform.
Yeah, and these AI agents they're totally movable. They move around, they talk, they interact with you. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. So there used to be a really cool app I loved in the Web 2 world called GoWalla. GoWalla was similar to Foursquare, but it was way cooler because you would check in someplace and you'd get a badge, right? And then so now imagine, like, each one of these, like Pokemon Go, when that thing hit the scene in 2011 or whenever it was, and the world went by storm. I can foresee in the future where we're just walking around with our Pokemon Go type of app, right? Where we're just discovering stuff. And then, oh, look, here's the Dogecoin AI agent that I just ran into. And now I can have a conversation with it. And I can be, what's the latest news on what's going on with Doge, right? Oh, it's doing this and this and this. Like, and then just having a whole directory on your phone of all these really interesting ones that's going to go out and aggregate all the information that's relevant to you. And then they're going to go out and communicate with their AI agents, bringing all that information, proliferating that all back to you to help you make smarter, better decisions. And so if you're not using AI, and if you're not starting to understand what AI agents are, you're going to be mad at yourself. Almost like when you heard about Bitcoin way back in the day, but you're all like, oh, that's stupid. I don't need any of that. And then you're like, oh man, Ethereum, haha, whatever. I don't care about that, whatever. Like, have you noticed a thing in your past history where you sort of scoffed something and then it blew up and then you didn't do anything about it? Well, then you need to stop doing that.
So the biggest piece with that, though, is education and information. So people fall behind a little bit because there's so much information out there. And I think that people get stuck. They're like, oh, I've learned Bitcoin. I've learned how all of that stuff. I've learned ordinals. I've learned Ethereum and beacon chain stuff now, and rollups and L2s. Now this whole new narrative of AI and, you know, the anti-ChatGPT army that is building on decentralized AI is sort of awesome, but it's a lot more new information for people. And so, like, that's sort of where we've talked, you know, and pushed with people's narrative on, like, Venice.ai and launching that with Eric Voorhees, so people own their information. And so I think people are getting a little scared of it, but they're interested at it. And so the really cool thing that, like, Spore has done is, you know, their partnership with AI16Z and, you know, the Eliza, just like Virtuals, Eliza is forming a heck ton of bots and agents as well. One of my favorite ones right now is, outside of Virtuals, is creators.bid, I think is what it is, where you can actually anyone can go make an agent. And one of the cool things that they're doing, they've added an AI naming service, ANS, and they are locking names. So basically, no agent can have the same name. I luckily was able to get in there and create a GM bot before anyone else. So, there's an agent out there that's slowly building Taco on chain, that is slowly building. I'm building some stuff on it on the back end, and it's an informational overload for people just coming to the table.
Yeah. I don't know that ANS is the best name for a name server for your. Hey, what's your anus? Your ANS, excuse me. Yeah, it's taco.anus because I went to Taco Bell too much. And yeah, that's great. But you're right, bro. There's a whole lot of stuff that's happening. And so it's almost, I always thought it was really cool when ChatGPT came out. And I was like, oh, look, wow, it's like the best brainstorm buddy of all time. I could communicate with it. But I couldn't send it out to do tasks for me. And so now with these AI agents, it's almost like you can create a whole workforce of these guys behind the scenes. Like you just said, you're creating a Taco L1? Or you're creating it's like, are you serious, bro? That's amazing. And so, the most creative people in the space, the ones that are figuring this out, the ones that have been in it for a while, starting to use these tools to build things for us, to go out and get information for us, take that information, package it for us, and do different things to activate, go out, find leads, go out and do all these different things. Like, I think that AI agents, you're only, at this point moving forward, you're only going to be limited by your imagination of what they could do. What does your business do? Well, how can you utilize them to help you even more? And so I think that as we're growing with this stuff, AI agents it's probably a $2 to $10 trillion opportunity for those who get in at the right time and start learning about this stuff. Because if you're not learning about this stuff, you got people like Taco over there that are learning all about it. And Taco's going to be a billionaire. We're all going to be hanging out at Taco's house in Puerto Vallarta in the future, or Dubai, or all of them. Or we're going to hang out with Roger at the airport in Miami.
And we're gonna buy some Cat Mog and shit while we're at it too, because they just moved to Chainlink as well. Because everyone seems to be moving to Chainlink on the meme coin sector. It seems like, I'm not sure what's going on over there. I think Chainlink is, no, I'm not shilling anything, but it's one of my early investments, and I believe in what they're building as a data streaming services and providing all these offers to these meme coin sectors. So I'm interested to see how these meme coins continue to rise and how they adopt the AI agents. Will every meme coin have an AI agent moving forward? Is that the new meta? Is that what needs to happen now? I'm curious to see, Pengi, what's your guys' thoughts on this meta and what the future holds on the social media side? Will every brand now release an AI agent to go with their meme coin, with their, coins? And what do you think?
Well, I think you can't deny that AI is very usable for a lot of things and makes a lot of tasks much easier for us as well. Like, takes a lot of time off our hands. And I honestly think it's a smart move to add AI to your project if you want to be successful in the future. Like, if you don't, I honestly think that you're missing out. What do you think?
So pretty much, you're saying that if you're not doing, you're missing out on an easing opportunity, and it's going to bring more value in the long term, which I agree with. Now, the one thing I do see in Travis, correct me here if I'm wrong, but AI needs information, right? If they don't have information, they're not going to be able to learn. And we're starting to see a lot of roadblocks with these AI engines on social media. As I'm starting to see a lot of FUD. Right, FUD's happening with like, hey, what is these AI agents doing? They haven't tweeted in a while. They're not responding as I thought they would. And that's because a lot of these agents need information first. They have to go through this information, and gaming is one way to do that. You put AI agents inside of games, they're intaking so much information inside of a video game, right? It's the same if you put them in for someone that's a professional, or articles and news and strategies, marketing decks, and so forth. So they have to be fed information first. So AIs are here, but people have to take that extra step and make sure these AI agents have enough information to continue to provide value to these projects and whatever their value ends up being on the long term.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Go ahead, Meeks. Or Pengi.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to add that I don't think it only counts for the crypto or meme space. It counts for everything in general, I think. You have people working with AI and not working with AI. You have people who are scared losing their jobs, right? Because AI will take it over. I think we can look at it very general. And the people that will survive will probably the people, as you said, Roger, that are using AI the right way, that use it to be more efficient and to use it to be more faster and efficient, actually.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. I mean, yesterday I was 2 in the morning in Miami. Miami Nights over here. I had to go to South Beach, did the whole experience, and I went to a Checkers, and surely enough, at 3 in the morning, a robot responded and said, "Let me get your order. Was that all you wanted?" And it was not a human. Walked to the thing, a human gave me my food, but the person that took my order was not a human, which just took someone's job right there. There used to be 2 windows at a fast food restaurant. Now there's only going to be 1. And then there's going to be 0 because the person handing my food in 5 to 10 years will be a robot. There's no question about that. It's just a matter of
5
when.
to 10 years. That's a little pessimistic on that.
Hey,
Bro.
hey, you think sooner?
I think it's like
Maybe.
1 to
I don't
2.
know.
I think way sooner because you know what, you have states like California that's like, what's their demands for minimum wage now? Like, we think everybody should be paid $40 an hour.
Yeah, 30, 40. Yeah.
Like, wow, guess what? Like, I knew that was coming immediately. I remember I was in Amsterdam back in like 2015, I think 2014, and I saw the the machines you could just walk up to, the little kiosk, and be all like, I was like, okay, here's your $15 mandatory per hour, dude. They're just gonna get rid of you. Like, do you not?
Travis, you make a funny point because Amazon just bought 15,000 Rivian electric cars that at some point would drive themselves. But 2, they also invested into, I think, 5,000 or 50,000 robots. So Jeff Bezos, while everyone's protesting in California and Amazon right now, because there's a lot of protests, if you look at the news right now, Jeff Bezos does not care. He's out partying, and he just bought a whole bunch of robots. So
and he's got to build those rockets that look like big dicks too. He's like in that Blue Origin rockets. He's got to build those. But yeah, dude, they're all going to be. It's all going to be AI, and it's all going to be robotics at a lot of these projects and these companies like fast food. You just said it. They're going to have robots that's cooking the food. They're going to have robots packing up the food. They're going to be giving it to you, and then the DoorDash bots are going to having the little drones come and pick them up and deliver them. Most people's jobs are going away. And so that means you better start getting augmented and figuring out how to utilize this intelligently, because we could be at the beginning of something amazing, right? With humanity. If humanity wasn't such assholes where we wanted to bomb everyone and like take over their resources because of all how money works. And like every war is a banker's war. It just, you got to go up the food chain till you get up and go, oh, look at how all these bankers are. Oh, they blow you up. Oh, now you got to we'll loan you the money. Now pay us plus interest. And we take your resources. Like, they've been playing this game for centuries. And I mean, if you dive in and see the beginnings of money and how it works. So hopefully we can get to the end of that cycle, right? Because we could really get into something cool where it's like, oh, it's not quite utopia because a lot of people aren't that cool, but like it could be a lot better scenario. And everybody's always like, well, we don't want to have a UBI, but I was like, we're going to have to do something. And that's why I think games are going to be big so much. It's like, these people are going to play games. They're going to make their money somehow through playing games, gambling. Like, I think 2030 is going to be a very weird. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be exactly how we maybe imagined it to be. But I mean, it could go either way. And I think that hopefully with the new administration coming in, the future is a little brighter for us, right? Than it could have been if Klaus Schwab wanted to do the Great Reset in 2030. You know, it's a whole different game. I feel more optimistic now than ever, but then there's still reasons to be realistic and say, dude, this AI stuff is coming hard. It's not slowing down. Like, it's like every 2 months is like a year.
And it's like you said, in 4 to 5 years, we don't know who the new administration is going to be either, right? And we don't know how they're going to uptake AI and, the crypto market as well. So you're absolutely right. Going into the 2030, man, it's going to be weird, and we have no idea what type of weird that's going to be. And Taco, I know you had something to say there.
Yeah, no, you touched on 1,000 good points, so I can't touch on all of them, or else I'd be talking for the next 2 days. But the biggest piece is that transparency is the biggest thing. And so people think that AI agents are going to take their jobs. No, they're going to just shift their jobs. Right now, the terminology used is prompt engineering or a prompt engineer. Sooner or later, we're going to lose that prompt, and you're just going to be an engineer. We, as wars have always been a big financial play for a lot of different people, so we could go into that, and that's a whole. I'm sure there's going to be new meme coins, and like I said, the positive meta is right now. A year and a half ago, we saw a lot of negative meta around wars starting and meme coins coming out against, for that. And so neither one of them sort of really lasted long, and I'm grateful that meta sort of shifted. But what's really funny is, as I think more and more agents are made, we're going to run into this thing that I like to refer to as space junk. More agents than we know what to do with, but that's where we have really awesome projects like Morpheus, Wire, Manifest that are laying the groundwork for AI agents that, smart agents that are yours. And we're seeing a big technology push on owning your own data versus giving it to, the Amazon, to FANG, as we like to say, Facebook, Apple, Google and everyone else. But we're seeing more and more integrations of people owning their data. Roger, one of the things that you'd sort of talked about was garbage in, garbage out in training agents. And there's whole industry built around training agents. And it's literally 10,000 people crammed into a warehouse with an old school computer that are just labeling things. And they're getting paid pennies on the day. And then there's really cool projects like Sapien that take data labeling and gamify it, bringing us back to the game sector where people can get paid to label data from their phone and it getting gamified. And so there's some really cool things coming in to sort of protect, future-proof, but also ride the wave,
And I agree, you got to ride that wave. And, the wave right now seems like the AI meta. Like I said, I love meme coins. I think they have great narratives and, that genre is going to stick. But this AI narrative, I believe, is going to be a part of everyday life. Every retail, every industry, you're going to see this AI narrative come into play somehow. So, I'm interested to say that. And, as we're getting to our, Pengy coin, 20-minute, showcase and go over some questions, I do want to talk about and give a shout out to IBC, which is Mario's company. A VC, if you have a VC-backed project or a meme coin or even a listed project, make sure you reach out to us. DM Mario's account directly or us at the round table as well. We'd love to connect with you and learn more as well. Now, with that said, Travis, we have a couple more minutes before we dive a little deeper. I do want to shift a little more to the meme coin side, right? We're talking a lot about AIs. Meme coins are still pumping. A lot of people are still making a lot of money. Pengy coin is moving. I see the support in the chat as well. Where do you see now in the next 3 months, Travis, going into 2025? What's the narrative of meme coins right now? Where do you see this next, meta in the meme coin market go to?
Well, I'll say this is that every time I think I know what's going to happen in the meme coin narrative space, it changes and then some weird shit comes out and I didn't expect it. And I was like, what is that? I do think we're going to see more of stuff like Eliza and virtuals. These things are going to start connecting the dots with these AI agents. And I think as we start figuring those out, that's going to make a whole lot of sense. And to keep in mind, every chain is going to have a couple, 2, 3 winners for the meme coins, right? And Solana, everything's being launched on that thing. And there's just so many bad actors in this space. It's almost like I think we need some really good AI agents to just go out and start looking at all these different wallets that are popping up and just giving us good information about them, because it's killing all the trust in the space, because it's like, yeah, we finally bonded and they all sold and then the dev rugs and then they're done. Sorry, peace out. It's just, wow. So a lot of meme coin narratives are complete junk, right? Just complete trash. And then it's also picking the right one, because how many times did you find one you go, oh yeah, like Squid Games came out, the next season of that showed up, right? And so there was all these different squid related ones, and there was a couple of them that just blew up, right? You're like, which ones was? How do you know which one of the squids is going to blow up, right? And then I remember about a month or so ago, Elon tweeted out wood, just said wood, and everybody's like, I love that meme, and I was like, oh, somebody's launching a wood token, I guarantee it. And I went and found there was like 30 of them. And now number 473 was one of those tokens named wood. And it's now worth how many bajillion dollars? $135 million off of a one-word tweet from Elon. So it's just, dude, like, so I will always say, TikTok seems like to have where the narrative's starting to pop off more on TikTok. People are starting to understand it, and they're going, wait a second, what's this? If you go on and just type in searching on memes, there's always people out there launching meme coins, streaming them, talking about them. I just bought some of this. So like that narrative's starting to get big on those channels, and more people are coming in from those channels. I think not just on meme coins, but overall 2025, we're going to see a lot more of the retail investors, the traditional boomers and Gen X that are in the stock market going, whoa, I got to figure this thing out. Now it's now or never for a lot of them, because if they don't get in sooner, they got to start figuring it out. And so I think we're going to see a mix of all that. And that was probably a lot of blah, blah, blah. I'll go ahead and pass it over to Taco. What kind of blah, blah you got for us?
Man, I think on the blah, blah, blah side of things that it's sort of hilarious. When you brought up wood, I remember that, but I also remember when Vitalik said and he was like, literally, someone should make a token called that way, anytime someone uses it, that project can be like, look, so-and-so supports and literally the next day, quickly after that, someone went and made a token called I don't know where it's at. I don't know if it's got a whole bunch of zeros behind it, or if it's in the the thousandth decimal places. But it's one of those really fun things where we see that meta sort of change, and everyone, like we like to, I don't know about you, but I love doing prop bets on debates and who's going to say what. But one of the ones that I was actually really sad I didn't see was when Biden and Trump were debating, and Biden called Trump an alley cat. Out of all of the meme coins that got made out of that debate, no one made alley cat. And so we see these things sort of, and what's really hilarious, even after our last Mario space, someone went and tried to go make a manifest pump token and stuff like that. And so I see that this happens a lot. People go and take anything and go and make it into something, same thing with unicorn fart dust. As unicorn fart dust was going, everyone wanted to go make derivatives rather than getting into the new thing or the same thing, because no one got in early. I bought unicorn fart dust when it was at like 6,500K, simply because I was like, that's funny, and I did my normal gambling on that. I had a happy day because of that. But it's one of those things to where everyone wants to try to create the new thing rather than getting into the thing that has steam. And that's sort of a little sad, because as you said, 30 different wood tokens popped up. If everyone had just gotten behind the one, everyone would have sort of benefited. Me, I'm a total degen, so I get into a lot of them, but I go and provide liquidity on the back end, so I benefit from all the trades on it.
See, that's where you make some of the wins right there. And that one thing that was wild about whenever that Hawk Tua girl launched her token, and then she had the Hawk token, and then it got rugged, or not really rugged, but just the liquidity got pulled out, and then another token, which I thought was brilliant, it was called the Tua token. It was like a revenge token saying, hey, we can't have you celebrities coming in here and stealing our liquidity. And what did the devs do from the Hawk token? They literally set up LPs with Hawk to Tua at a 10% pop. So every time somebody swapped over, they just stole all the liquidity from the Tua token. So it's almost like a war games can happen when these things are going on. And what I'd personally like to see is if you're a bad actor, I'm all about the positivity, but if you're a bad actor, you need to be punished. Right now, it's like the wild, wild west, and there's no repercussions for these horrible. It's basically theft. It's legal theft in a lot of these cases. Shouldn't be happening. And that's one of the reasons why I've always been very timid about, oh, I have all these great meme coin ideas, but I don't want to be on the hook down the road. Like, we had people coming to us with bad crypto tokens called bad. They wanted to do the bad coin. And so I was like, well, you guys can do bad coin. It's not going to be an official bad coin. This was 2017. It was a fork of Bitcoin, created bad coin, and people could mine it on shitty computers. That was the whole point. But we never like, nope, we're not going to put our name on it. It's not an official thing. And that's always been the thing, because with the SEC, you don't know how they're going to pull, how they like those. They don't like those things. So that unicorn fart dust guy who created that out of thin air, that 60-year-old dude or whatever, good luck to him. I hope the tides don't come down on him down the road, because he was just like, oh, look, all the kids are making meme coins. I'm going to make a meme coin too. And like, okay, cool. And it did its thing, and it was nice. Now it's probably ran its course, but
it's still running.
Still running.
Still running.
Crazy. That's why I always thought, like, magical internet money. That's really what this is. And it's like, it's just unicorn fart dust, magical internet money for real.
Just be a little unicorn, Travis. That's all you got to be.
That's the fun thing about it. You know, it's when things are made with good intention, they either sit and they don't do anything, or they blow up right away. And it's really fun to sort of see. I want to take a quick second. Shout out to everyone that's in the comments, because I've gotten messages, is this not a live stream? No, we're all live. Shout out to like TJ, Strasboy, Clover, Stand Up for Truth, and a whole bunch of other people that are dropping comments. Thank you so much for joining the show.
Yeah, and if you were listening, I even said just not even 5 minutes ago, I see the Pengy people in the chat, in the comments, because I saw the support earlier on. So we see you. We're real. This is definitely live. Travis is definitely real. He definitely has that background behind him. That is not an AI bot of Travis right there.
Dude, I need an AI bot. I need a virtual Travis. That would be nice.
Oh, man, there's so many cool projects doing that too. One of the things that you had brought up was like the game side, Roger. One of the projects that Wire's part of, that Manifest is part of, is Futureverse. And the things that they're building with their Promptopia, literally you can go via prompt and go create any in-game object. And so this is some cool stuff, and love to hear what Pengy's building.
Yeah, no, we're actually going to get into Pengy in about a few minutes now. And when and Travis, real quick, before we do that, what's your thoughts on everything that we're at this point? With the AI, meme coins, going into the new year, what are you betting on? I'm curious. What are you currently looking in at for your personal portfolio?
Yeah, well, I'll just say this. I mean, obviously stack as much Bitcoin as possible. Bitcoin's not gonna 2, 3, 5, 10x easily. There's other projects out there. If you want to 10x your money, it's not going to be on Bitcoin. We're not going to see $1 million Bitcoin this cycle, but it's always good to have a little bit of Bitcoin in your portfolio. Always good to have those L1s that are doing cool stuff, keeping an eye on those. Where are the meme coins launching? That's really where, and I'm big in Avalanche. I've been consulting with those guys on the marketing team and saw Avalanche 9000, what they're building behind the scenes there. I went to Buenos Aires and spoke at their event. And I think they're doing a lot of awesome stuff, but they don't really have anything in the meme coin market space yet. They've not done a lot of stuff in the meme world. And I would just say that, with when Trump gets into office and they start launching for real the strategic Bitcoin reserve, and then you're going to see Brazil doing it and Canada doing it. You're seeing Texas already wanting to have their own Bitcoin reserve. Like, Bitcoin, there's going to reach a massive problem where there's no liquidity with Bitcoin because nobody's selling. And so the price is going to do one of these numbers. I think we're going to see that. And I think that probably they're going to have a big breath in the market probably in September is my guess, statistically, because every other time, and this is my fourth bull run, every other time, about 500 days before the halving is the all-time low, 500 days after the halving is the near the all-time high. That's been consistent every time. Now we'll see what happens with this time, because now, last I saw, BlackRock has more Bitcoin than Satoshi now, right? That's not good. And I'm not a big fan of BlackRock and never have been. And now they are getting my favorite asset. And if they decide to dump, they're going to dump, right?
I mean,
So,
Travis, what's new? Favorite asset? They've been buying housing from the poors for decades. So
Yeah.
what's new? They want to buy all the Bitcoin from everyone.
well, I'll just say this. That's probably a whole other space for sure. And we all got words on this, but I want to get over into the Pingy coin and talk a little bit about this, because you guys are the sponsored project on this, and we're real curious about this. We know everybody loves penguins. We saw what's happened with Pudgy Penguin and them launching a token. So tell us a little bit about Pingy coin, what it is, and what it is you guys are doing. You said you go look at the website, you can see you guys are building, it looks like an operating system of some sort. So really curious about this. Pingycoin.com is the website. So if you want to give us a quick rundown of what that is.
Meeks, Pengy, that's a chief.
Yeah.
One of
Are
you guys.
you guys okay, I see
Chief,
me.
yeah, I'm here. Sorry,
Pingy maybe has frozen.
I think Chief is frozen as well. Yeah, it was. He has the chart open, I think, and sorry, not the chart, the website open, and maybe therefore.
When he gets back, he could share the screen.
Yeah.
And our team will get the screen up there. So just tell him to restart. And then, well, with that said, Meeks, why don't you give us a quick intro though on Pengy while he sets that all up, and we'll go from there.
I think he's back.
Do you guys hear me?
Chief, you're back. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I said, what is Pingy? What are you doing with it? You're building an operating system. Tell us your elevator pitch about Pingy. What's going on with that?
So pengycoin.com is a complete website. It started off as a web operating system. You have all your D apps. We have our own branded Pengy chat where the community interacts. Like I said, we have Pengy AI where you can create memes and ask questions about crypto in general. We also have games, so we do a lot of game competitions. The favorite one is Pengy Slide, where the penguin slides down a mountain. I like the game as well. And so we've created this platform. We have like a D app folder with it's all categorized. You have Solana D apps. You have memes. You have games. It's like you're holding an iPhone essentially. And that the funny thing is Solana Mobile got in touch with us because they really like the platform. And they said, yeah, we have this D app store. Why don't you make an app? So we made an app. We launched on their D app store as well. And yeah, we've been in contact with them since. I think that's one of the biggest achievements that we've made so far. And we also try to push startup projects. I don't know if you guys are familiar with SolDocs. They have a platform that where you can share documents over the blockchain. I think it's pretty cool. So we added them as well.
Yeah, fully encrypted.
Yeah, so we're always looking for new integrations and also giving other projects a chance to be on our platform and also essentially on the D app store of Solana Mobile. And I think for the future, this is a long-term vision that we have. We really have passion for it. The penguin is cute. I mean, if you see a penguin waddle, it's. I mean, I have 2 kids. I always watch TV shows with the kids and stuff. And if I see penguins, I'm like, yeah, this is my thing. And they're loyal animals. They can withstand the most extreme conditions, and I think a meme coin has to withstand the most extreme conditions in that sense as well.
Yeah.
So that matches that thing. And another thing, the developing side is actually based off the Linux platform. It has a penguin mascot as well. So that's where the developing side kicks in.
I got you. That's nice. If you want to go ahead and share your screen, you can go ahead and hit present and show the screen you want, and
For sure.
then the people in the back end will see that the website is live. Now, the website again is pingycoin.com, and this is unlike most websites I've ever seen. It's you hit start and you go in. You have it's like I'm looking at a website, not a website. I'm looking at a different PC. Almost.
Yeah, do you
Yeah,
guys,
Jupiter in there, CMC, like all these relevant links. It's pretty cool.
do you guys see it?
Not yet.
No,
There we
not
go.
anymore.
Now we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the total platform.
This is after you've hit start, it goes to this page.
Yeah, exactly. Should I reload?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, just when you go there to pingycoin.com, folks, it'll just say start and it'll bring you to this page. So go ahead from there.
Yeah, cool. So essentially, you have like the dia folder that I explained here. You have all the categories. If you go to Solana ecosystem, you have like everything you would ever want, like Web3 apps, Solana Seeker, the presentation that they hold, Taurus AI, which is another AI project. If you go back, you can do this all day. You have like memes, you have swap platforms, you have like all your memes. Pengu is here as well. Our penguin friends. then you have games, like we have everything. Deck screener, Jupiter here.
Yeah, I saw in games you even have Sonic. You have an old school game emulator as well. Very interesting.
Exactly, yeah. Let me show you that.
So wait a second. So is this running off of like some big server somewhere? Because there's a whole lot of stuff that's happening, it looks like, behind the scenes. A lot of different things that you can do. And so I'm curious. A confused mind doesn't tend to do anything, right? You give people 3 choices, they don't do anything. You give them 2 choices, they do something, right? It looks like to me you got so many choices on here. Like, how do I decide what I'm going to do on this? It seems like it's kind of maybe even like an organizer where you framed. There's an app platform out there called Stacks, not Bitcoin Stacks, but Stacks where you can go in and create your own stack. You open it up, be like, here's all your links around crypto. Here's all your links around sports ball stuff, right? Here's all the links around whatever. And it seems like you kind of created this for the crypto world.
Exactly. Yeah. That's like exactly the thing. The goal is also to, in the future, to have a software suite where everything is combined. More of a one-stop shop for a personal one-stop shop for every person. And the vision is to be able. When somebody wakes up, a normie or a degen, he wakes up, he picks up his phone today, he opens his X, he opens his Telegram, Snipebot, I don't know, everything what he needs is that in the end he will open the Pengy app and have everything there, what he needs to be quicker than the market, to be way more efficient than all the rest, actually.
And so does
By having
Pengy
everything
fuel the system?
I'm sorry?
Does Pengy Coin fuel the system? Where is Pengy used in the ecosystem?
As a coin, you mean?
Yeah. Do I have to pay Pengy to access this, to play games? Is Pengy used, for like the PvP side of things, of playing games against someone else, to access these benefits? Do I get to how do I get to spend Pengy?
Yeah. It's not at this moment, but we have been talking about it a lot on when and how to integrate it and make the coin a utility for our platform. Yeah, but at the moment it's not. No.
It's a really interesting platform. My question would be for you guys is how do you make money on this thing? Because you're aggregating all these really cool links and all this information. How are you guys making money? Is there like a percentage of every transaction or something? Do you have partnerships with some of these exchanges and stuff? Like, where does the revenue come in from this?
At the moment,
the revenue comes from
Duma Chief.
Yeah. So at the moment, the revenue that is put into this project is all by the core team. Like, we have a core team of 5 members. We've grown in this short period of time to 40 members, and we're all funding all of this from our own pockets at the moment. But we're definitely trying to work towards creating revenue also with market makers as well. And we also want to have like a separate login page where people can log in through wallet verification, where they can maybe play to earn games with other Pengy holders. And at the moment, the only thing that ties the actual project, so the token, to the platform, is the staking liquidity that we have right now. So people can actually contribute to the liquidity as well.
And how does, to jump on that, how does Pengy OS support the creators and developers within the Solana ecosystem?
Yeah, so
Yeah, so basically we add. Yeah. Okay, Calvin, this one's for you.
at the moment, I think the question is, how are we making money of this platform at this moment? Which is not. We are doing it for the space, for the community. We integrate apps free. Also something on the roadmap, of course, but we now have our base. We now have our foundation being built, and from this on we can extend and build even more, right? And at a certain point, we can by asking a fee for a listing or something, but at this moment we're not doing it as well. No.
Right on. No, it's look at the platform. It's awesome. I mean, you guys have put together a lot of thought on this.
100% free.
Yeah.
And if there are any builders listening and thinking, okay, I want to be on the project, or I have a prototype I want to test on the project on the platform. Sorry, more than welcome. Just hit me up on my X, and we can start talking integration. Yeah.
Nice. And why did you guys pick Solana over like Base or one of the other AI chains that are starting to take formation?
That's a good question. We actually looked at Solana and really thought that there was something missing in the meme coin world in general. And I actually didn't look at any other blockchains, because I thought that Solana is still a really good chain with so much transactions every minute, so little fees as well. And I think it's also important for projects that want to build long term to have these kind of availabilities, and especially also having a big company like Solana Mobile or Totally from Solana Labs that is also following us. So I think we've strategically looked into it and thought that Solana was the best way to go for this.
All right. Nice.
Right on. Yep. Got to start somewhere. And then plus, probably as this builds out, you'll be able to connect with other ones as well, because there's a lot of multi-chain stuff that's popping up.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is we've already tested cross-chain bridging, and we've successfully done so for BNB just as a test. So we're definitely looking into that as well. But I think at this stage of time, it's a bit too early to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're definitely looking into it. Like, cross-chain bridging is definitely something that we would like to see in the future for Pengy.
Beautiful. So let me ask this. What is your long-term vision for this? Because what this is right now, it's a container where you guys are organizing a lot of really cool pieces of content and really cool information. One way I think you guys can make a lot of money is probably through affiliate opportunities, whereas all these exchanges are trying to get new customers. All of these different projects are trying to get new customers. You need to find a way to have affiliate marketing set up in there so you can get revenue from them. That's a key thing, which would be a big low-hanging fruit, because your platform's really cool. That'll bring in a lot of people. And then as new things pop up that want customers, you could be a customer acquisition tool for other projects. So I would suggest looking into that. I think that's going to be a really big opportunity. And then that's one thing I would suggest. I think you guys got a really cool project right now, though.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for that. Thanks.
Yeah, we're
I like
really
making a universal dashboard, a one-stop shop. So people can change the icons easily that are on the dashboard and everything.
Yeah, like for the web OS, you could essentially choose which DApps you want on the desktop and which you don't. So you have the DApp folder, and you can add whatever DApps you want on the desktop to be fixed. But for the app, it's always fixed. Like we haven't found a way yet to remove apps or add them. That's only for the web OS, because that's the base where we started off, and the web development and the app development is still ongoing. So we're definitely looking into ways to make it more interactive as well.
Okay. It would seem to me that you can have premium solutions, right? Where available, it's like you can unlock some of these by staking X amount of Pingy coin, right? Like these are the valuable things. We'll give you this stuff for free, but these are the valuable ones. You have them put some stake, put a little skin in the game, a little stake in the game. You know what I'm saying? All right. As we wrap this thing up here, give us any other final information about Pingy Coin, what you'd like people to know about this, and where people can find you online.
Yeah, for sure. So if any questions arise from the audience, they can always reach out to me on Telegram. My name there as well is also Chief Pengy. I'm known for the diabolical cooks for the Pengy community, as I always do. And we're a very hardworking team. We're trying to make this the most used platform on Solana. And I think we have a great start here. And I think if you join, you would also really like our community. And we're also always engaging with our community. And if there's any suggestions or any project that want to list with us, we're happy to do so. Well, we're always very welcome and open-hearted. And I think Kelvin also has some words to end our presentation with, I think.
Well, I think you summed it up very nicely. People are more than welcome. We're only at the beginning. We will build our way up. Price-wise, also quite important is that we do have a strong community. You see that in our price as well. We have a very stable floor at the moment, and there are a lot of plans built partner-wise as well to be in here for the long run. We're in here for the long run, and we have the team for it, and we have the budget for it.
Right on. Well, we wish you guys the best. I just noticed you can access the Pingy OS through Telegram as well. So not just on desktop, not just on mobile, you can get to it via Telegram. So I think there's a whole lot of things you guys will be able to discover about this as the audience is checking it out. So we really appreciate you tuning in today, folks, and learning about Pingy and having great conversation here with Mr. Taco. It's great to have you on board, Mr. Taco. I just realized we weren't connected on Twitter, so now I fixed that. We are now connected on Twitter. And Roger, I know you're at the airport, buddy, so thank you for getting these road points with us, bro.
You know me, when topics and companies like Pengy Coin come, I have to show up. I learned a lot today from these guys. I'm actually excited to join the community too. I'll be looking into it. Thank you guys so much for all your information you provided us as well. Really loved it.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining as well. We had a really good time, and we just want to drop some alpha. We have a collab with Solana Mobile coming pretty soon. We're giving away Seekers, so keep watching our.
He dropped the alpha dropped.
Yeah.
You know, at the very end, like by the way, we're ending. Okay, alpha.
Yeah.
Doing some stuff with Solana Mobile. Very cool. We really appreciate it. Thank you to Mario as well. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes that helps Mario's X Spaces go off like this. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you so much, Pingy Coin, for being part of this. Taco, Roger, we'll see you guys next time On
Have
a
a nice
Mario
day.
Malpo X Space.